I will make a video today talking a little bit about today's portal 12/12 of 2022. Um, Today is a very special day for twin flame and star seeds and light workers in general. Um, First of all, I want to share, because I want to make this video as short as possible. The main thing I want to share today is a reminder for the star seeds and light workers, a reminder of what's happening in your soft vehicles, in your invisible bodies, and also in your visible body, which is your physical body. So today is a very special day because we have been working for several years, 22 years I will say. So maybe you want to pause this video and think about yourself 22 years ago in the 2000, in December 2000. And back then we started to evolve our chakras. Evolving our chakras was definitely painful for all of us, especially back in the time in the 2000. So when I say painful, I mean we all have had physical symptoms, like for instance it could be overweight, or it could be an accident that you suffer back in the time that make you change your lifestyle or pay special attention to what you do in your daily life, to take care more of your emotions and your body. Maybe back in the time your parents were getting divorced, maybe back in the time you had to go through a surgery, or you lost a sibling. It was a time when all of us experienced tons of pain, and we could felt it physically. With time, that was a trigger for us to commence the deepest stage of our inner work, even if you were not conscious of your inner work. But only by being conscious that you wanted something different than what the world offered to you, that's already a path of inner work, working within yourself to, instead of trying to fit in, trying to create a path of life that could suit the best version of yourself, that you didn't know anything about it back in the time, but you knew that that person was not real. If light workers and star seeds, twin flame, we all have something very specific in common, is knowing that that person that we were back in 2000 was not real. We knew when we saw ourselves reflected in the eyes of our parents and our peers, that what we saw in these mirrors was not real. We knew that's not me. But who is this then? And that's inner work, trying to discover, create, design your own identity is inner work. When I talk about inner work, I'm not talking exclusively as, or specifically as looking for a therapist or doing anything related, strictly related to spirituality, but I'm talking about you trying to find answers within yourself and making changes in your life in order to find new answers. So that period of seeking something different within you and outside was definitely painful for so long. Right now, we are all in the stage of evolving our higher chakras. Some people are more advanced. They are more aware of the expansion of consciousness. Some other are not aware and are a little bit behind in terms of finding that sovereignty in their akasha. Yes, in their akashic records. When I say sovereignty, I mean freedom to take the power of your creations. And when I say power, I'm not talking about control. I'm talking about feeling in power. When we feel in power, we're not controlling. Feeling empowered and being really empowered doesn't mean investing energy in controlling ourselves or others, or controlling the results based in high expectations. No, it's actually the opposite. It means surrender to the process. I give you a very easy example. A soccer player, now that we are in the middle of the World Cup happening, right? A soccer player that is empowered will train a lot, yes, to get prepared, and will become very aware of their performance, yes, through training. Different methods of training will help them to become aware of their performance when playing soccer. But from the moment that they enter into the soccer field to play, they will stop overthinking. They will stop trying to control the result because they don't know what's going to happen in the field. They cannot predict what their friends or their peers will do, neither the people in the other team. So what do they what they should do, right? Like they will go crazy, scared. No, they are empowered. They know the value, they know how good they are. They can trust themselves, they have self-worth. They're not waiting for another soccer player to look at theirs as, oh, you are a good player, so I respect you. No, they will enter into the field hopefully knowing I respect myself because I know my role here is completely different to the rest. It's special. And everyone else in my team depends on me because we are all unique and special. I'm not going to compare with other people in my team. I will rely completely on my own capacity to be part of this team and enter into the synchronicity of the game. Somehow they will be able to talk through telepathy with the other people in their team, even with the people in the other team. And that's the way they will be able to guess movements, but without thinking, surrendering completely to the process. Another example, a musician playing on stage. If you're an artist, you know when from the moment you step into the stage, you stop thinking, you trust your hands. If you're playing guitar, or you trust your voice, your vocals, and you let yourself be. This is how we all should be in this stage of letting ourselves be. Yes, because we know, we are aware of who we are, even when we don't know what's coming next. But we know the quality of the energy that we're using for our creations, even when we cannot predict the result of our creations. We know what the frequency is gonna be of these creations. I give you another example, easy. You cooking, baking a cake, yeah, and you using really good quality butter, really good quality chocolate, yes, really good quality orange, and you are making it with patience and using all your senses to know what you're doing. You don't know, you cannot guess what the taste of the cake is going to be, but you know it will be delicious. Um, and you know that it's going to be sweet as well, because you're using chocolate and butter and yeah, sugar. Okay, so right now, star seeds twin flame light workers who are a bit more advanced than others are in this stage of surrender and letting themselves be. Other twin flames light workers or star seeds that are behind, they are still 50% letting themselves be in certain situations where they feel comfortable, and then maybe holding back and again making decisions based in fear. The second group, for them, is gonna be a bit more painful the next year, but today they have a great opportunity for creating a shift between today and Christmas. Is a big window of energy, incoming energy, that is there for you to tune in with these light codes and let them be in your DNA. Let yourself integrate that light codes. Is a possibility. You may resist to this income of energy, and you can push to push it away. Yes, close yourself to push it away, basing in your decisions, because you have free will. And if you're so scared because you are trying to control something, maybe you want yourself let be, and you will block the entrance of the light codes. But the Lycos are there basically because we are helping each other in creating this network. When I talk about dates, it's about synchronicity in between our soul family. We are all together in this mission of lifting each other's energy field. So nothing really can go wrong. And the date is important because of that, because for us is representative, the 1212, because that's aware of a frequency, the frequency 1212. For the 144,000 light workers, starseeds incarnated on earth, allowing themselves to integrate the cosmic energy and going through this radical transformation of all their bodies. So that was what I wanted to share with you. There is a big amount of energy, and if you are receptive to this energy, and if you consciously lift your frequency, for you to tune in with that frequency to be able to enter into your DNA and work on your chakras, because your chakras are evolving. Yes, there are chakras activating. So we have 12 chakras linked with 12 layers of DNA, of interdimensional DNA. We are in the process of awakening both. And in that process of awakening both, we are evolving or triggering the chakras to evolve. And that means that the chakras are in a constant change, and it may cause a little bit of chaos in your glands and your hormones, yes, that maybe will go a little bit crazy during this income of energy, especially